All right, there you go. So we got my boy Meech, my boy there sent it to Super Saiyan God, Ultra Instinct with a little bit of ego in him. We got Ken, he the cultivation master. He like to be reborn a couple times, but he in Asia chilling right
Oh my God, I knew he was gonna add that.
now.
You always gotta do this shit to me, bro.
But for the first topic though, it's on my boy Ken. He is over here ranting about. I'm for the rant too, but these these death battles, this shit is getting out of hand. It's getting out of hand, like very out of hand. Uh, First off, let's talk about some of these badass matchups. Let me go to YouTube. It's only a few of them that I could honestly say is like just I could see just like being pure entertainment and you can't really take it seriously. But some of these is like really, really like listen. So how do y'all feel about so yeah, how you feel about can I just see one? How you feel about Tanjiro versus Jonathan Joestar?
Like,
I haven't, personally, I haven't seen anything from Death Battle. Like, I haven't actually watched Death Battle seriously for like years. Because I like, the thing is with Death Battle, they're not always going to be able to please the people who are the community of the fans with the right outcome. Or maybe it'll be the right outcome. It's just how they interpret it or they portrayed it in the fight is wrong. So it's kind of like, it's a lose lose in at the end of the day. Um, I don't know much about JoJo's myself personally. Uh, I know they have like some stupid, like OP, stupid abilities. So I don't think so. I hope Tantra didn't win that one. I would hope, but ultimately, it's really just like I think it's for like shock value at this point. Like for the character, they know they have like a fan base of a character that's like popular. And if that character doesn't win, an outcry about it will like happen, and they'll try to explain as best as they can as to why that character lost. Even though some people who are like actual power scarers and like uh, who stay on top of the series will be like, "No, you scared. Why'd you downplay him on this when they're actually this amount X amount of times stronger, but you only uh, use them you capped them at this peak right here." So ultimately, yeah, it's just for shock value. I don't really care about Death Battle. I stopped watching them seriously after the Goku and Superman one, and then did the second one of that, and then it's like they fucked up even more. So it's like, okay, y'all just do this just for shock value at this point.
Listen, that's why I said some of this shit is just for entertainment. I feel like it's just for entertainment purpose only because it's like some of them don't make sense. Like, bro, some of them honestly don't make sense. That's why I feel like a lot of it is just for strictly just entertainment only. Cause the shit don't make sense. Like, for instance, right? They got one with what's that? Freddy versus Jason. Well, we literally had a whole movie about Freddy versus Jason. Like literally. And didn't they like stalemate each other or some off the wall shit like that? Or bro, the movie was so long ago I can't remember it vividly. But we had a whole movie about Freddy versus Jason. So I guess they wanted to put some calculations behind it. But I feel like that's just one of them that's just strictly entertainment.
well, yeah, I feel like Death Battle is literally it's. I mean, it's on YouTube. It's definitely just for people's entertainment, things people want to watch. I feel like there's a lot of people in the world who like arguing about characters from different mediums and like sources forms of entertainment, like who's better, who's stronger, and all that kind of stuff. And I guess Death Battle just like catered to those kinds of people, and it's like they like to watch it. But like I think a lot of favoritism goes into it because I feel like a lot of the hate comes from people who only uh like consume like one side. Like you have like a comic book character versus an anime character, and of course a lot of that people who watch anime but don't read comics are gonna be upset when the character they like doesn't win, and then they're like, well, how the fuck did they lose? You know, they don't really have any knowledge about
Listen,
the character on the other side.
listen. That's another thing too. These comic book characters be way too over the top for a lot of these regular anime characters that's just well known. Like, ain't no way in hell. This is just me personally. Ain't no way in hell. The one that you just talked about before we even start podcasting with Vegeta and Thor, bro. Listen, it's so many versions of Thor, and I still don't think Vegeta beat any version of Thor. That's why I feel like entertainment comes into a place like as if like they had to be sitting down with each other talking about it. It was like, oh yeah, they got into a debate with each other and they made a video out of it because of each other. Versus some of the previous ones where it felt random. You feel me? And it was like a what if, and then they start pulling up, doing their calculations and putting down numbers and all of this off the wall shit. You know? So that's why I'm stuck in between entertainment and some of it is entertainment and then some of it is really just them arguing amongst each other and then it made it into a video. Because me personally, if I was to do any death battle, I keep comic book characters against other comic book characters. Like I wouldn't be like, yeah, I got what's the most famous one? Batman with prep time could be any fucking character.
But they have channels. They have channels for that too on YouTube, where it's like just comic book characters versus other comic book characters. So it's
Oh,
like I feel like a lot
they get
more.
outshadowed, or if not, they don't get promoted enough on YouTube. Because I
I
damn
think it
sure don't even
adds
see it.
to the argument to try and compare characters from two completely different things and try to argue like who would win. And it's like people. I mean, I feel like that's a form of entertainment. Like some, I mean, because you know, some people just like to fucking argue. So they they find that kind of thing like
Yeah, like
fun to do.
some people honestly just like to debate. You feel me? Regardless of what it is, it don't even have to be like anime or comic book related. It could just be just an in general thing. People just like to debate. But my whole thing is like some of these debates be so one sided. So it's like, how the hell is you even debating this? That'd be my thing. Um, just me looking at their channel, I see a lot of stuff that's entertainment, and that's cool. Like this one, like the Mandalorian versus Boba Fett. Like you can honestly debate that versus
Yeah, I mean, those are like two people from like the same universe. And we've seen
yeah,
both of their like skill sets. You know, that's fine. That's whatever.
yeah versus Ash versus Yugimoto. Bro, how the hell? How would that even go?
But it doesn't even matter because Yuki has like
This man had
gods
he
like
has
in the form
he
of cards.
literally quite literally he has fucking Egyptian god cards. Literally. Like what's another good one I seen on their channel? Uh I like the core versus Storm. death battle, but it still falls into the place of like what version of Storm is you using? Because the thing is with comic book characters, they got multiple authors, multiple point of views on them. What direction they want to go in the story, their powers, how OD they want their powers to be. So what's another one? What's another death battle that I see?
Like for like death battle, they like throw a lot of different versions of the character into one for that fight.
Yeah, I think that's another thing with that battle. Apparently, like they kind of use like I guess there have been times where they use like a composite version of the character. Like they're using multiple feats from multiple versions of that same character and
Yeah.
trying to put that as one version, knowing that's completely unfair. Because if you're starting to use multiple versions or like using a composite version of a character from a comic book, then you should be able to do the same thing with a anime character. Because if you want to use like feats for all these Superman, for example, like Goku versus Superman, if you want to use all these feats from multiple different versions of Superman, why not do the same thing for Goku? We all know Goku doesn't have just one version himself. Well, he has the canon version, which is like from OG Dragon Ball till now. But what if we start bringing in the feats from like the movies or like the games?
Yeah,
And like,
yeah,
and then
yeah.
that's like a completely different conversation.
Like the super version of Goku, like Dragon Ball Super
I don't
version of
know.
Goku.
I don't know. I feel like the video games and like the movies aren't really that far off from what he does in like the main storylines, but like
No,
for
nigga.
No,
comic book
no,
No,
characters,
like the video,
the
like
the
if you
difference.
use like the video game version of like anime characters, it's like it's a whole completely different conversation. Like Super Dragon Ball Heroes, he's completely different from what he is in the main timeline.
Listen,
Like that, like it's honestly ridiculous. It's like they're
no,
not
I'm
even the
saying
same
like he's
character.
not too far off. I'm saying like if you take like different versions of a comic book character versus like because they have video game versions as well, but it's like you like anime characters, they normally have like a single storyline that we follow, and there's not like a bunch of different universe versions of them that we like follow, or like different storylines or something. Like it's normally like just one. You know, like there's not like say like I'll say like for instance like One Piece like that like we there's just really one Luffy that we know, and like the movie versions of him or the filler versions of him aren't too far off from the main like version of Luffy that we follow. So I'm saying like for like comic book, like if we take like Silver Age Superman who was like sneezing away universes and shit, and like his regular self that we see where he's not really like doing shit like that, it's like that's crazy. Like that's completely different.
because I was gonna say like Goku and Vegeta in any version of Dragon Ball is a huge gap. I'm being honest with you. Like for instance, like we'll have to introduce we'll have to talk about the games because some games take characters like really over the top. But say from GT, right? Like GT and Dragon Ball Super is a huge difference. It's a huge ass difference, like in power wise. And then say from Super to the animated specials they have with Dragon Ball Heroes with the Time Breaker shit and the Xeno versions of Goku and Vegeta, and then the bro, this shit even with that it's a huge difference. Like Super Goku and the Xeno version of Goku is two different people. Same thing for Vegeta. Like time
So
and
yeah, so like if you're
and it's
starting to use,
a
like I
time breaker
said
version of
before,
Vegeta, right?
yeah, they
Yeah,
got time breaker versions and stuff. So
yeah,
yeah,
like
if you're just gonna start using like I said, these composite comic book characters, for you're gonna have to, if you want to make it fair, then you have to use the composite version of these anime characters, and whether they're stronger in their games or like a movie or something, it's like which canon, quote unquote, are you going to use to make sure that it is a even fight? You know what I'm saying? Because like if you look at the feats of these Xenoverse characters and stuff like that, if you're going from like a Dragon Ball Heroes, for example, like there is complete like it's night and day between like the main canon continuity and the games. Like these niggas are out here like destroying the fabric of the universe in like base, like just like in base alone, and then they can multiply their powers by damn near fucking like 5,000 times over. Like it's honestly crazy. Like the niggas are facing like compared to like I said, compared to the canon where we're at currently, it's like these niggas. We think these niggas are strong now, but you throw video game feats in there, then it's a whole different ballpark. So it's kind of just like what it really comes down to, like when you scale a character, are you going to use feats from one source material, or are you going to use like with Death Battle, are they going to use some mishmash composite to say that this character right here is one singular version, even though they're using multiple feats from different iterations of this one character? So if they're going to do that, then you have to apply that to the other side as well. And then if you still want to have the argument of which side will win, composite or composite, yeah, you can have that because at the end of the day, we're not going to be able to agree or disagree on it, but it will make things closer. You know what I'm saying? Instead of just being a complete stomp for one side as opposed to the other.
Listen, and another thing, what I do hate seeing, and it's not even with them, it's just like just a general standpoint. Say for instance, right? I'm gonna use Dragon Ball for instance, because they do have multiple versions of themselves. Before we get past this death battle shit, if we're gonna talk about Super, we're gonna use Super only feats, bro. Don't bring up no feats from GT and then try to apply it to some shit in Super. How can you do that? And if it never happened in Super. And plus, that version of Vegeta is completely different version of this Vegeta or this version of Goku versus this version of Goku. So that's what I be hating to see. Like, bro, don't bring Super or heroes into it if we're strictly talking about Super. When we're talking about Super, then we're using Super only feeds. Simple. But that's another thing with Death Battle they gotta touch up on. It's like, bro, listen, if y'all just gonna talk about one version, keep it that version. Don't bring in shit that 20 other versions did. Cause you gonna start seeming like you're, kind of biased. As if you want this character to win, and then you go to the next character, and then they just only have one version of them, and then y'all like, oh yeah, but he picked up a ship and threw it 30 meters at a velocity of, like, bro, come on. We already know he lost. Just pack it up. Send my man to the gulag. Let's have a fucking merry day and go to the next topic. But other than that, other than Death Battle, I don't want to keep ranting about them. They got their own problems. Y'all ready to talk about the Avatar series? From Aang to Korra?
Let's do it.
All right. What is some? Let's talk about the things we didn't like from both series before we start getting to the praise. Because as a franchise, it got a lot of praise. So let's go. Let's get our pet peeves out the way.
Yes. Oh.
Pet peeves. Well, I'm gonna let this be known now. I only watched Avatar. I didn't watch Korra when it was running, so
Okay,
that's something
that's fine. At
something
least you
I'm
watch.
definitely gonna have to pick up or sometime. But pet peeves. I don't really think Well, as far as for Avatar and the Last Airbender, the first series, I don't think I really had any pet peeves for real. For real, the only thing I really could say that was really a pet peeve, I think I ain't gonna flex. I feel like Katara was talking about her mother way too much in situations where it was just not needed. Like, okay, sis, we get it. Your mom passed away. Why are you bringing this up every single time a serious event happens to relate to somebody? Like, we get it. You lost your mom. You don't see Sokka over there grieving over it 24/7 or trying to use that as a means to relate to somebody else. It's like, all right, we get it. You lost your mother. Move on. Like, it was just, and I think it was one that man Aang went to the I forgot what temple it was, and he saw all of his people uh he saw the remains of his people. They were just skeletons, right? And bro was like, he went to the Avatar state, and was mad. And then it's just this moment where we see Aang like being enraged for like the very first time, and then all you just hear is Katara like, Aang, I understand what you're going through. I lost my mother as well. It's like, shut the hell up, Katara. Oh my god. It was like book one. That was her whole thing. I'm just like, but thank goodness, book two and especially in book two and book three, she improved immensely. Cause bro, like I think, oh my goodness, I don't think I could stomach another line of my mother died, and I don't think I could have. Like yo, that really would have turned me off from the series, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. But I think that's really it. That was really a pet peeve of mine during the Avatar. Everything else is amazing though.
Yeah. I'm
What about you, Ken?
I'm drawing blanks right now, Pimp. I can't. I rewatch Avatar like at least 1 or 2 times a year. So I don't know. I don't think I have any like pet peeves or like things that I dislike with the show. Trying to think
Honestly, that's
like
one of the very few shows where like I can only find like just one thing to nitpick. The
Yeah,
story is just incredible. Like the show is amazing.
that's why I said pet peeves. Cause pet peeves is like small things
because like
really
there's even like
that really
parts
don't.
where like oh go ahead, my bad.
No. That's why I was saying pet peeves. Cause like it's small. It's like it could be like small stuff like that just personally that you didn't like, but it's like some shit that you could just get past because you know the story just progressed way past that point into a better direction. You feel me? So
I mean that's it's like even if you want to like a lot of people don't like filler, but even the filler in Avatar is good. Like the
oh yeah, that
episodes
shit
where
was
they step away from like the
Is
main
there really filler
plot.
though? I never felt like it was
No,
filler when I
yeah,
was
no.
watching
Okay,
it.
so that exactly that means that it was good then. Like you didn't even feel that way because there's definitely episodes, Meech, where they step away from like the main plot, and it's like this has absolutely nothing to do with anything. It's just like an episode, like it doesn't
bro.
really.
Wasn't the beach shit like kind of like filler? Cause they wasn't even doing nothing.
Oh
Like
like
yeah,
that
you
was
could
really
say
book
you could say
three.
it's not filler because it's like a lot of those episodes serve as like character development. But I would say like you can kind of call it filler because it just steps away kind of from like the
bro. It
main
stepped away.
story.
That shit stepped away from a lot of shit. Like
But
and
a lot
then
of it is like character development for the characters. Like
and
they
that's when
all
like
grow.
Zuko first was like getting with the group. He was trying to like mingle and fill himself in and teach Aang firebending, and it wasn't really working. Like bro, it was a whole nother like side thing going on besides the main story.
I don't think that was like well if you're talking about something different then yeah, but I don't think that wasn't like filler. That was like that was the main stuff.
That was the main stuff, but I think it was just more so a little side. It's like a side story for like
Oh,
Zuko
oh
personally.
no, never mind. I was thinking about something
Yeah. I was
else.
like it was just Zuko related. Like it wasn't nothing dealing with what Aang and them originally was trying to get. Like it was
I
Zuko
think it did
little.
though.
You talking when they was
Well,
on the
okay,
boat?
okay. If you're talking about the episodes where Zuko was trying to become closer to everyone in the group, then yeah, that was like side stuff. But
Yeah, yeah. That's what we're talking about.
Aang needed a firebending teacher. Oh, okay, well then yeah, Ben.
Yeah,
I think
and that's when they
that
went
was
to
part
the.
of go ahead, sorry.
Yeah, that was part of the. That's when they was on the beach. They was chilling. They ran into Azula them friend, the two girls. Was it the
No,
two?
no, that happened before Zuko joined the group.
Oh, that happened
Yeah,
before, right?
Yeah, that happened
that happened
before.
before.
Okay, so that was before. So when Zuko did join the group, that was around the time where him and Katara was not feeling him like at all over some shit that he didn't that over something he didn't even do. That he was trying to really explain to her. Uh, that's when Aang needed a firebending teacher, but he wasn't really feeling firebending. Uh, I know. It's vaguely coming back, vaguely. But I know what you're talking. But that was like some side quest for like Zuko, for him like
Yeah,
before getting to the
I don't
fire.
have any pet peeves with the series like at all. Like I watch it and like no, I can't think of anything that bothers me where I'm like why is this here or like
Like
nothing that I'm
the
like it doesn't bother me that much, but like I push it out. Like I pretty much like every aspect of Avatar.
my thing was like I actually love the series. Like animated series, I think that's like one of my top five favorite animated series, like in the West. But my only thing was, granted, I loved really everything about the series. Egg to Korra. I wish I would have seen more from Azula point of view.
Okay,
But
I feel like
Doesn't she
yeah,
have like
that's
a
something.
but
Yeah, I
I
think she has like her own comic or something, but like
yeah?
I
Like
feel
yeah
I
like
said,
that's
she
don't she have
something
like a comic?
that I feel like that is I feel like that's kind of trash. Those kinds of things, in my opinion, is I feel like that's the kind of stuff we should have got in the original material instead of having to
exactly
be like, oh, you got to go read this.
exactly.
So I
I
guess you
Or
guess
maybe like
if that counts, then that's a pet peeve. I guess
I
I don't
wanted
like
to
when
see
they
more
take stuff
from
out.
I wanted to see more from Azula point of view because there was a lot of stuff she was going through behind the scenes. But we seen a lot of stuff from Egg and Zuko Point throughout the what book that was that we started really seeing Egg and Zuko. What that book three?
book three.
Book
Yeah,
three,
book
right?
three.
I think
Yeah,
we were
Yeah.
that's
seeing both their point of view from the beginning of the series because we would be following Zuko
oh yeah, well,
even
yeah.
when he's not around Aang.
Yeah,
Maybe not book one though. Maybe I'm tripping. I don't know. I don't know what exactly the book was where Zuko.
We started seeing Zuko really come around like the end of the book two ish.
But book two was really like I don't want to say like midway into book two when he became the what's
The
that?
Blue Spirit.
The Blue Spirit. Yeah, that's when we really started to see like him venture off into his own. You know, so like him like actually like starting his journey for real. Like, uh,
Yeah,
but
listen.
we always knew like he had like to restore his honor. But I feel like halfway book two when he became the Blue Spirit was truly like the start of his journey. Like for real. Like he needed to find who he is as a person. Like,
I wish.
um,
Listen, I wish Azula had the same guidance that Zuko did. Cause Uncle Iroh helped Zuko a lot.
oh yeah, man,
Like
Zuko. That boy, that man had chance. That man, Zuko had chance after chance after chance. That man was straight up disrespecting Aro, but he always like Aro always had bro back. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like that
I think
nigga
it's just
was
like. Oh, go ahead. I'm
because he
sorry.
saw because he like because most people, if you put them in like most, I guess elderly people in another series, they would have been gave up on Zuko. But Aro, he saw something in Zuko. He was like, "Hey, bro, you like no matter what, like this is a journey you gonna have to go through on your own. The mistakes, your ups and downs, the trials and tribulations, but ultimately, I'm right here for you, nephew. I'm always gonna be right here." Like he never left Zuko, never left. Even when bro was captured and ultimately betrayed, he always had Zuko on his mind. He was like, how? He's like, wonder what Zuko was doing. And when they finally met back up and he freed him out of that prison, they hugged, and that man Zuko started crying. That's the guidance that bro needed. He needed that turnaround where like he was just straight up disrespecting his uncle. He was like, I think I know. He's like, nah, I know what I'm doing, uncle. I know what I need to do to restore my honor. But ultimately, he just was like, nah, bro. I was thinking about this all wrong. And like that's the guidance that Azula needed in her life, but no, her whole thing was just like following
She'll,
her father's
yeah,
footsteps
yeah,
and
she'll follow her father's footsteps.
ultimately just trying to be the best at everything that she could do because she had such high expectations for her. She was never able to actually like be a child. You know what I'm saying?
I was gonna say, then another thing that I would have honestly like to see more is uh I would have this is me, but I would have definitely would have liked to see more about the Kyoshi Warriors. Granted, they had a whole uh flashback, goddamn Harry the lineage of how the Kyoshi Warriors became to be, like all that. I just found them dope as hell. I just wanted to see them more. That was just my little thing. My little two things. But everything else within the series, like I honestly love with a passion.
Like, uh, yeah, I can't really say anything nitpick. Well, it's a nitpick, not with the series itself because the series is phenomenal. Even from Avatar, Last Airbender, even now, like phenomenal. Um, but I just could not stand the thing when Avatar got announced for Netflix, and once it got released, and all these think pieces started popping up. I'm like, oh my goodness, this side of Twitter is really. It's like they've never seen the show before, and then they just start coming up with all these stupid think pieces on Twitter of like, oh, why is this character doing this? Blah blah blah. And it's like it's taking the fun out of the show. I want people to experience like the show that I grew up with for the first time with a broader mind and perspective. You know what I'm saying? It's fun. It was fun, but it was just like I don't know, bro. It's
Bro,
like these the
Twitter will ruin
stands
it
were
for you
just
though.
like
Twitter will really ruin the series for you because, bro, like even when Avatar came on Netflix, right? When it was just the book, when it was just the saga for A, before even Korra got announced to come to Netflix, right? Meet you and you should watch it. People was automatically like, damn, why Aang acting like this? It's like, bro, they telling you why Aang like, bro. First off, he had to escape the air temple because the Fire Nation came on a whole rampage. He was sealed for like how many years in the iceberg? I forgot how long it was. He was sealed in the iceberg. He
100,
finally
100 years.
100
Yeah, I was gonna say
years.
I think it was like 100 years or something.
He was in that bit for like 100 some years. Like bro did, and then when he came out, bro honestly didn't know no better. It was a whole complete change to him. And like y'all said, when he went back to the air temple, see his folks, bro, he was in so much shock value, bro, that he really turned up. Like he really turned up. Like and people don't understand that Aang was in the beginning of the series. He was very timid. He was very goofy. He was very childlike. You feel me? So a lot of the situations he had to really grow into the situations to understand it. Like, oh, we can't do this. We can't do that. And then not only that, him going along the way, and then like actually working as a group with Toph, Katara, Sokka, Zuko. Uh, it showed super character development on every aspect for everybody in that group. So that's why I didn't understand why Twitter was trying to be elitist about the shit. I'm like, bro, y'all being lame as hell.
I
Like,
know, yeah, it was either these niggas were being elitist. I'm like, what are y'all trying? I'm like, y'all know this show is over. Like, when did it get announced for Netflix? Like back in 2018. So like the show was already a decade old. It's like, okay, what are y'all
Facts.
gatekeeping a decade old show for? Let these new fans get into it, man. Like, come on, man. And then, like I said, you had the other side of Twitter. Where it was just like, hey, I guess Stan culture, Stan Twitter, and and those aesthetic accounts too. They'll be like, Qatar best girl or Toph or blah 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 or something like that. They'll just be cancerous. And like if you disagree with them, it's like they'll send a freaking whole hive at you, and it's like, yeah, this is exactly why I don't want my shows to ever go on like Netflix or nothing because of this ridiculousness right here, bro. I already knew once it got announced it was going to cause a shit. So, and like, luckily it did die down. But in this hype, when it got announced, it was just like, yeah, this is gonna be another one then. But that's like a little pet peeve on like stan culture as a general. Not on Avatar. Avatar can't that I can't blame that on the show.
So besides A and his story, what makes you still gotta go watch Korra? Korra, in my opinion, most people don't like Korra for some of the dumbest fucking reasons. I really can't understand why. But yo, kids, what's some reasons that you like Korra?
Um, reasons that I like Korra.
Cause listen, I'm ready to defend it tonight because people was really got fucking Korra twisted, like as if it was a bad show or something. It really wasn't.
I mean, Korra just had a lot. Korra had a lot going for it, but I feel like it was lacking some things that its predecessor had. Like I feel like in Avatar, in those 3 books that we got enough time for all the characters to develop than we had for the some of the characters in the other one. Like what like Bolin and Mako didn't have a lot of time to develop like Toph and Zuko, and like they didn't have that much time, and Korra had 4 books and we still didn't get that much character development from them. Like we got some really good moments, but we didn't have as much time with them, I feel. Like we see them a lot, but they didn't really have anything except for like some one-liners. Even Mako, like I wanted Mako to be as great as Zuko by the end of the series, and all we got was him being a bad boyfriend, and that's it. That's
Bro,
it.
listen,
All we got from him.
bro, even with Marco, he was straight, but I honestly was since the introduction of Marco and Bolin, I really favored towards Bolin because I just liked his personality. Dude was just fucking a goofball, passionate of what he was about doing. Just Bolin is just one of them characters that you just honestly can't hate, bro. He just fucking enjoyable to see on screen, whether it's comedy, him trying to get with Korra at the moment, him in danger and he doing some real goofy wanky shit. Like you really can't hate Bolin. I honestly like that Bolin more than Marco, just cause the personality alone. Then
I
uh
I agree completely.
then I like that Korra for her. I like the Korra personality as well. She was from beginning to the end of the series. You see a complete personality change in Korra. Because when she first come in, she hot head, she arrogant, she feel like you can't touch her, and then she get touched, she get humble. Then she like, oh, then she's like, damn, like, hold on, let me take a step back, like, cause he just really just gave me the hands. You feel me? And what else? I like Korra. I the thing, another thing I do like about Korra is how much her character changed over the series to fit situations and to fit, and it also doesn't take away from her personality because she was always the only time that we haven't seen Korra confident is when Zahir popped up. Remember?
No, I feel like it was kinda after that because she was still had all that poison in her. Which I feel like Loki we can't talk about this because me just watched it.
Yeah,
But
yeah. That's
I
what I'm
feel
really
like
that's what I'm
that
really
was
Nah,
the
talking
go
only
about.
time
ahead.
No,
that
that's what I'm really talking about. Like their personality of why I like certain characters. You feel me? Because I don't want to give too much away, and then because I still want Meech to go watch it. Like,
Meech, you should definitely watch it. Like what Zahir is book 3.
yes, Zahir. Listen,
Zahir is literally he's like my favorite Avatar
bro.
villain, like between both series. Like nothing
Between
tops that man.
bro,
Like
between
Zahir is
both
nasty.
between both series, Zahir and Kuvira is the two best villains in the Avatar franchise, bro. I never seen no bro. Listen, what female villain is doing it like Kuvira, bro? With is she kept it basic, bro? Kuvira was really that Kuvira was him, like for real. But Zahir is goat, like
Kavira was cool, but I don't think she had the like she didn't have like the what's the word? Like Zahir just felt scary. Like Kavira was cool because she had like an army and all that backing her, but like Zahir with just like his group of like what it was like 4 or 5 of them,
yeah,
maybe 6. Like just his group felt like a problem. Like they were
bro.
something to be like reckoned with.
Bro,
Like
there was a
they were doing stuff that we've never seen before.
fact. Listen,
Like
there was
we
a
ain't never seen no waterbender with no arms. We ain't never seen. Well, we've seen the I forget what they're called. I guess you would call them like not really mind benders, but like what do you call the people with tattoo on their forehead? They can like shoot the blast. I don't remember
oh
what
the
you call
Sparky.
them.
What Zuko called? Not Zuko Soka. The Sparky Boom Man. Sparky Boom. I can't remember what the fuck he
Yeah,
called
I
them.
I know they have like a clan and like they're actually called something, but
They the combustion people though.
uh, yeah, there you go. Like their combustion, but
Yeah,
that and then
they the combustion shit, and
and
then
Korra is the first time we saw
different
lava bending.
like lava bending. Like
That was the first time we ever seen that. We always like wondered if like that's something that they could do, and then we get it in Korra and from that dude. And
yeah, they
really, I liked his character. I don't think we really needed to like he didn't really need to be fleshed out that well. Like just him being able to lava bend in general made him like unique.
facts. What else I liked about Korra? I like the origin story of like the avatars and how it came to be.
Oh, like with one, yeah, that was great.
Yeah, that shit was amazing.
Oh, Meech, there's another reason why you need to go watch that because they talk about the first Avatar like ever,
Like ever. They talk about the first avatar ever.
like the very first one.
And his story is dope.
Yeah, we get a lot of time with him. He was cool.
Uh he was dope. I like how Korra got the insight of him and talked to like the positive I can't remember the positive energy name. But she was cool as hell too, the one who helped the first avatar. Uh what else? What else? What else? What else? What
Yeah, I
else?
feel like Kuvira was a little lacking compared to.
But Kavira was always like
I feel like she's the
the
bottom of my list for those villains. Like I feel like I have Zahir at the top, and then I have
what's the one that could take
what's
away
his
bending?
name? The villain from the first season.
I forgot his name.
I'm drawing blanks right now, but he could.
he take away your bending. He could
Yeah,
set
he
it
could
up.
take over. He was a bloodbender.
Yeah, he's a bloodbender.
Him, I would have Zahir, then him, and then I think his name is Unalak, who was the anti-avatar, and then I
Yeah.
have Kuvera at the bottom because I feel like all of them.
Underlocker was the one who could
Uh,
spirit bend with the negative.
yeah, he could spirit bend, and then he became like the anti-avatar. And like that was cool. Like I feel like if anything, like Korra had a lot more to deal with than Aang in her time as Avatar. Like Aang had like a summer to
Oh,
deal
his
with.
name is Amon.
Okay, there you go. Amon, yeah.
Amon. Amon.
I feel like Korra had a lot more like scary villains to deal with, like within like 3 books. And I think her seasons might have been longer than Aang's, but either way, like I feel like she was a stronger Avatar maybe because of all the things she had to go to. I feel like she had a really good supporting cast too, but so did Aang. But yeah, her villains were a lot scarier than Aang's for sure. Like
Bro, listen.
we didn't even like I'm sure like Aang probably didn't even have to deal with people like that even in his like adult
Listen.
years. Besides like that Amon's father, who I
Yeah.
remember, who he was a bloodbender, he had to deal with a bloodbender.
Yeah,
And it's
yeah.
like okay,
Yeah,
but
he was
like
a
he didn't have to
bloodbender.
deal with like anti-Avatar. Well, actually, no. I think didn't he have to deal with Zahir and them because I think they were around when Aang was. I think they said that they were the ones that locked him up, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I think they
Or
locked him up.
Maybe Aang did have to fight, but that was before Zahir got airbending.
That was
But
way.
Even still, Aang would have defeated Zahir even with airbending. It wouldn't have mattered.
Yeah, it would have never mattered because Aang was an airbender master.
Yeah, but I don't know. I don't know if. No, I feel like Aang probably did have the weightlessness thing where he became untethered from the earth. He probably did have that. Because
I
we only
thought
ever seen like
I
Zahir
thought
do that
I
in the
thought he
series. Like,
did. I thought Aang
I
already
mean,
had that.
I don't know. Like, it's never been talked about. Like, I don't know if we've ever seen like Aang just float in midair or something, like off nothing. Like Zahir was literally just flying.
Yeah, true. Cause I know Aang, his little parlor trick was the fucking airball shit. But I'm pretty sure as he got older, I know he could. I'm pretty sure he could do how to do like all through all that shit.
Oh, probably
Uh,
yeah.
um, uh, damn, it's just a lot of. I like Korra for a lot of reasons, bro. I like the bending implementation, how they went about bending, the origins of the first fucking Avatar, how they even got connected, how he was one with nature, uh Vatu, Unalaq, Harlock, Kuvira, Zahir, and his little group, like they would, bro. Cora really had some threats. Like Shorty really went through when she got poisoned, bro. That's what I felt like. I was like, bro, how the hell? What the hell is she gonna do now? I really felt like that. Like, what the hell is she gonna do? Uh, what's another one? You know what I did? You know what I did like? I like the fact that Zuko and Katara was still around and Toph. The only people who wasn't there was
It was just Aang
A-
and
didn't Aang die from old age or was it some other shit?
it was probably he didn't. I don't know if he died from old age. I mean, they are all pretty old, but it
Yeah,
might have just been
they
like the
was
Avatar cycle.
they was really old. Like
I think the only
really
person who
old.
wasn't there was
Cause
Sokka.
listen, Toph was old and I know Sokka was older than her. Cause isn't
Yeah, only
Katara
person
is
wasn't.
it wait. Ain't Sokka older than Katara and Toph, right?
Probably yeah.
or
I'm
something
pretty
like
sure
that.
everybody. I'm pretty sure everybody was
I
older
think the
than
oldest
Toph.
one in that group is Zuko, and then after Zuko is Sokka. Then after Sokka is I think Katara, and then it's what Toph or Aang. I don't know who's older out of them. But I know definitely Zuko was the oldest out of that group. Uh, what's something else we got on our matter of fact? Since we got time, uh, yeah, since we got time, did y'all read the latest of the Northern Blade or no?
I did, yeah.
You did?
I'm caught up now.
Are
Yeah,
you, are you caught up?
yeah. It was. What was it? I think it was Tuesday. And I just like,
Man,
let me catch up on it.
let me talk about how bro. Listen, I'm heartbroken, yo.
Why are
They
you
go,
heartbroken?
they gonna literally let our boy go out like this though,
I mean, the way they were saying it, they like kind of left it open. But
bro.
as of right now, he's dead. But like, it seems like they kind of left it open.
Oh, you talking
Listen,
about old dude for
Ryu.
The Mad Dog, yeah, Ryu.
Re,
yeah,
re,
that the Bloodhound, yeah, him.
yeah, bro.
I
He
think
got
he
literally
cracked
got
up, bro.
stabbed, bro. What threw me off, bro? This man bit shorty neck and pull her whole head off her body,
Yeah, I was not expecting that. That was wild.
Yeah, he's goaded. He's goaded.
bro. I'm like, yo, what the, bro? Listen, that man is a dog. He's a hound.
I liked what he said too. I think he was saying like something like he's like something like he was on the level of those people, or he was saying like he's above it. Something around
He
like
said
that.
like if I think he told Shorty like if I beat you, I'm gonna be one of the next seven lesser heavens or something like that. And I was like, okay, talk your shit, Bloodhound. Hey, my man, hey, he was holding it down for real. When girl had that poison and did what he had to do, man.
He wasn't even learning under under them for that long,
Yeah, he really
from what I could
wasn't.
tell. And I like when what's his name pulled up too. The younger kid, he's still slinging that big blade. Yeah, he definitely got stronger as well.
Oh
Oh
hell
yeah,
yeah, bro.
And
Listen,
him and
bro, bro,
the uncle pulled up. Yeah,
bro, really got some. He got some upper body strength like a motherfucker,
man, that boy glowed up for real, for real. I remember when we first saw bro.
bro.
I ain't gonna flex, bro. I low key thought like the Iron Brigade would be like one of those shiesty groups where they would turn on bro, but no, they've been ten toes down with bro and
really?
telling him, yeah, like low key. I always felt like, why do I feel like they gonna turn their back on it? I think it was when I like first started when we first met them. I was like, I don't know, bro, because I think it was just the way like it was the way the leader and God, why do they got these hard ass names? But the main
Yeah.
character, how they were interacting, and how bro said like, "Hey yo, you not out, you're not in the Northern Heavenly Sect no more. You are in the real world now, so you just got to remain cautious." And he was like, "Hey," and bro told him, he's like, "Hey, if somebody comes between me and my squad, I gotta off them so I can protect my people." You know what I'm saying? And bro said, "That's not." He's like, "Yo, you just being a coward at that point." And they had like a disagreement, but as we follow the main character, he comes to realize bro's words were correct. It's like you got to be cautious out here in the real world. You got to know who your enemies are, who your allies are. Not, and he said not to show your fangs too early and not to be too arrogant. You know what I'm saying? And I definitely like the dynamic between him and the Iron Brigade leader. And definitely like in next season when the book comes back, bro's already like at this point, them niggas is 10 toes down with bro, and truly appreciate that. Another thing with the Northern Blade. I ain't gonna flex, bro. I like those moments where like since we know like the MC is the like the son of the northern the former sect leader of of the Heavenly Alliance. When we I don't know when he finally revealed himself to everybody and he just screamed at the top of his lungs his name and his set. I ain't gonna flex, bro. I had mad goosebumps,
Yeah, I did
mad
too. I was
goosebumps.
like, holy shit.
Like you like that man was he just yelled out his whole set for everybody to hear. He ain't care not one bit. I'm just like, okay, go ahead. And bro, man, yo, I ain't gonna flex, bro. I feel like with where season one ended, bro, and this is before even season one ended. But we got to throw this man in the conversation as one of the best swordsmen. Like that, this bro is one of the best swordsmen I've ever read about. Like I'm not even gonna cap
Who
with
you
you, bro.
talking about?
Yeah, I agree with
That
you.
man is a dog with the
Bro,
sword, bro.
listen. What made me was like, damn, this man is a dog with the sword, right? Is when he fought against damn, when he found out that old girl was still alive, right?
Yeah,
From when she first popped up to the northern sect, and they got separated because of the what they call it, a witch, I can't remember the exact name. When she popped up, it was like boom, I'm thinking my student, we for the dip.
no, you talking about before the time skip, right?
Yeah,
The Snow Witch or the White Witch?
the white witch, right? When she came
Yeah,
and got her student, boom, they dipped. He wound up finding that she was still alive, right? They in the
yeah,
field. And you remember the dude? I can't remember his name, bro. He the
I know
one
who you're
who.
talking about, the one that Muan ran into and they fought,
Yeah,
and
bro. Listen,
Muan lost, and he was like bleeding as he walked off. I was like, oh shit,
bro. Listen.
stop playing.
They fight. I'm like, yo, he really going at it with old boy right now. Like,
And
no,
he gave him his props.
bro. He was like, bro. He facts. That was another thing. I'm like, bro. He really showed respect. It was even like the exchange between them was so mutual, bro. Literally so mutual. But you know what's another thing that I do like about the series is that we got more insight on his sword, on like who his sword is.
oh, bro, the lore for his sword that honestly shocked me because I didn't realize like what is it called like frost demon or like what is the
What
sword called,
Yeah,
man?
what
I
his
think I
sword
think it's
is?
something like that. Yeah,
Snowflower, snowflower.
Snow,
there you
yeah,
go.
Um,
it's
it,
Snowflower. It's
the reason
Shorty.
why like
Go ahead,
it's
Beach.
one of the reason why his sword was acting up is because it's one of the sword for his sword is the main shamanist that got killed due to like the blood demon arms that we found out like when he went over to that mountain to find out where the rock came from. And she's just her spirit's been in the sword for like ever. And she's just been wanting revenge against the people who used the blood demon arts and because it was mostly women that were being killed. And I was just like, yo. And the way like him and the sword cooperate with each other, because it's not like the thing is with most weapons or like most like powers where like there's like another entity in the weapon or like there's another entity within someone else. Usually there's not like it's like it's not a 50-50 relationship. Once one takes over, that side is completely taken over until they can't remember what's going on. But here with the him and the snowflower and the shamanist, like they're working together because they're both seeking revenge. Like Yo's was seeking revenge on like the people who betrayed his father. You know what I'm saying? All the former Northern Heavenly Sect leaders. You know what I'm saying? And then she's wanting to get revenge on the people who killed her clique and who fucking betrayed her and started using her for blood demon arts. So once they have that mutual agreement with each other, it's like, hey yo, there's honestly nothing they can't do for real. And
Facts.
like, bro, no, what really I think one thing that besides this man's sword technique, which is crazy, it's the fact that this man spent, I think, his entire life at the Northern Heavenly Sect, and when we found out, like when they quote unquote took everything, like all like the martial arts, so that he wouldn't learn anything, we find out later that like the Northern Heavenly Sect itself is like the whole Northern Heavenly Sect is like a book of martial arts. Like that's why he'd be sitting. That's why for years he'd be sitting at the top, just looking at the sunset, quote unquote, so that the bandits wouldn't realize what he's doing. But he's actually internally learning about the entire place, and nobody knew that except for him and his dad. I'm assuming his dad told him before he died too. So, but that was amazing, and it was when he faced the sword master of the former Northern Heavenly Sect. And when bro did that one pose with the snowflower, and he's like, "I am the Northern Heavenly Sect itself." Man, I almost threw my phone, bro. Oh my
Listen,
god!
listen, bro. What? Not only that moment, but I really got chills because, bro, listen, they really. I feel like some of them is gonna lead a sect and really join the northern sect itself and rebuild it from the ground up, literally.
Oh no, bro he already got like three main big families and on his side already, and he got that one what's that one nigga's name? The smart nigga that went crazy but found his way through the bro
Oh,
again.
you talk
They
about?
got him.
Oh, damn, bro, I can't remember his
What is
name
it?
off
The
the top of
three
my
eyed
head.
scholar? Yeah,
Yeah, the 3 Eyed Scholar, bro. Bro, listen, bro, personality is so fucking funny, but so
I
unique
know,
is
bro.
crazy.
It's funny, bro.
Yeah, he is goaded.
He's got him. He's got like two other big families that are pledging their allegiance to him. He
It's
got the
pretty
Iron Lady.
obvious that he's gonna team up or become allies at some point down the line with the Silent Knight due to his wife. Like that, they already set that in stone. Like clearly, his father. Uh, they were on. I don't know if we can say they were on the wrong side, but at this point, he's gonna have no choice but to ally with the Silent Knight to fight against the Nine Skies and everything else.
Yeah, I was about to say because the Nine Scott is what we really like. Hey, that last chapter or two where we got a glimpse of the because
But
we
yeah,
know that there's a
the lady, hey, she started tweaking at the end when she did the stuff with like the weather and stuff, and she like turned into like a lightning spirit and shit.
yeah,
I was like, holy shit,
Oh yeah, the old girl, bro. Listen,
yeah.
she
right,
listen, bro. She really
and then the
is. She's really that
one
dude.
and one of the nice guys, he has like multiple swords. Him, he finna go. I know he finna go crazy, but it's that one of the nice guys that we really need to talk about. The main guy that I forgot what is his name. Let me see what it is.
You mean the one that was like laying down and like smoking out of that pipe?
Yeah, him.
Is
That
he
he's
one of the
like
Nine Skies? I thought he was just like the
no,
leader of
no,
everything.
I think he's quote unquote one of the nice guys, but I think he is the leader of the Nine Skies. Like he's the one who stayed behind the scenes and let everybody do what they have to do because the Nine
Mm.
Skies they're like rivals. You know what I'm saying? But he stayed back. He wasn't getting into none of that. He was letting them do everything, setting themselves all in place, and then he would take over behind the scenes. That's why when one of the nice guys that had the multiple swords, he was talking to the old lady like she was talking out of turn because he was basically defending him kind of like he's their boss, you know what I'm saying? He gave them everything. And she
Yeah,
was like, I'm tired of living a life full of deceit and lying. And I'm not about to, yeah. So that's why she was finna turn up. But yeah, bro, um, he definitely got something going
bro,
on behind the scenes. I can't wait for what it is in season two when that comes back. But nah, bro,
bro. Listen, I
this
can't wait
webtoon
for
was
him to
amazing.
kill dude to get fucking revenge for his sword, bro. Oh my god,
When that
bro.
happens, his sword is going to is going to get a power up.
A power up. His sword gonna be at peace.
Yeah,
Bro,
that's why I feel
And the
like
she
thing
it's
is,
gonna
literally,
be
she
a
bro,
literally,
power up.
and then she literally tell him like, bro, I'm not stopping until you dead, bro. Like my spirit
the
gonna
thing is
be.
about bro's sword too is like he's a blacksmith too, so he welds swords. He's not like a pro, like the best at it, but he knows the knowledge of like blacksmithing, and he hasn't really been taking care of blacksmith or like no Snowflower for a bit because when he clashed with the not one of the nice guys, he was like
It
a
crack.
fine sword, but it's been chipped a little bit,
Yeah,
and
it
like
should.
so it's like so like once bro gets his the Snowflower um took him to like a pro blacksmith. He recovered and he just like he trained some more, bro. Cause bro, like let's like this man, the main character, he a cut above the rest for real, for real. Like when we see bro, he's that guy. Like he's that guy.
Listen,
Like when we see
it,
him in the time slip, he's that guy, and he proved
listen.
that he's that guy even with people who are stronger than him. Like
Facts.
even if even if he takes the L, quote unquote, the person he fights against, they got a scar or two. They leaking blood when they go back. Because I remember he did that to one of the one of the elders of the Silent Knight.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
he went to go save his protege, the Sound nigga.
Oh
And then
yeah.
when he grabbed him, you just see a trail of blood leaking from the master. He's like an interesting fellow. I'm like, okay, yeah. So
Yeah,
they
bro.
know he
Listen,
is like he.
that sound dude, bro. He was really. Hey, listen, he was really him. He was really him for real. The one that he had to fight inside the cave.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I kinda wish he didn't die, because I feel like he would have been a good ally at some point. But
Facts.
oh well for that. He got clapped.
Either a good ally or like somebody that could test him in the long run. Cause,
I
bro,
mean, I guess so, but like, I feel like at some point they would have a side would have
I
had to
think
have been taken, and I feel like the Silent Knight is gonna work together with Jim Muan towards the end of the story.
okay. His name is Jin Muon. All right, cool. Yeah,
yeah, bro. Listen, I like
but
him
I
first.
don't know about the Silent Night because I do feel like the Silent Night
I mean, you
they
have to think like for Jim Muan to go up against everybody is a little too much. Like he's gonna make allies rather than enemies in some places, and I
no yeah
feel like
he definitely gonna make allies, but
but
with
I
the
feel like
Silent Night though that's a
The Silent Knight are like the indirect opposition to the Nine Skies, and he's fighting the Nine Skies, and it's all fine and dandy for him to like make allies with some of the families that he's made allies with, but like, come on, like he's not gonna find a more powerful ally than the Silent Knight,
Bro,
who they already said has been like in silence, like in like away from everything, have been like gathering their strength so that they can go to war again. So I feel like
but
yeah, he's most definitely gonna
the
do that.
thing is but another thing is like I don't know like two because it's four of them in the Silent Night, right?
Yeah.
So already half of them they don't rock with bro. Um, the witch she don't rock with bro because
Well, yeah, no,
she
that's why I was saying his wife is is technically a member of the Silent Knight, and that's why I said by essence of her is how he's going to become allies with them. Not so much as them like liking Jin Muan, but more so like she plays her part in making that happen. Like that's why she was introduced into this story as one of his supporting characters, and also uh, a part affiliated with a group that hates the Northern Heavenly Sect.
yeah. This story, bro. I can't wait for season 3, bro. Oh my god.
How did y'all feel about the fight between because that shit was lit between Dam, Jin Muan, the Chaos Demon, and I forget his name, but the blood, I guess you would call him Blood Demon. I don't know his name.
Blood
I
deep.
know what you're talking
Oh,
Blood, like
about.
the Blood
Yeah,
Prince or whatever his name is. That
bro.
fight was amazing,
bro. The fights in this series are gas, bro. Like with
literally.
bro him move on Dem, Cheon, and the Chaos Demon, they went crazy. Bro's relationship with the current Blood Prince. It's crazy. Like, no, we gotta talk about the blood, or like, I'm gonna just call him the Blood Prince. How he was low key plotting behind the scenes himself. He was just waiting for his father to just pass on. He's like, hey, bro, I'm really the one pulling the strings around here. Like, my dad over here, he's just an old retired guy thinking he knows the world, but I was really over here plotting with these blood arts. I was really about that action. You know what I'm saying? He just waited for his dad to get packed up by move on, and he's like, yeah, it's time for me to take over. You know what I'm saying? Because the thing is, he has his group was called the Twin Headed Dragon, I think. Yeah, I think that's what their group is called. With that practices the blood demon arts. But
I think
yeah,
it's Asura, twin-headed Asura or something.
yeah, I think it's
Something like that. But yeah, twin-headed something.
Yeah, I think it's either twin headed Asura or twin headed dragon. But yeah, he definitely. I'm glad they didn't kill him off too early because I low key thought he was going to be dead. Uh, after he fought move on, but then I guess he used another blood demon art on one of his subordinates and took his blood from him to get his self back together. I was like, okay, bet he not finna go on. I do. I kind of like how the Chaos Demon got closure from the from both Move On and Dam Sion because it started with those two. You know what I'm
He's
saying?
alive.
The Chaos Demon is done, bro.
No, he's alive.
Is he? Because I could
Yeah.
have swore he died.
No, he was still breathing.
Oh,
No, like at the fight with him and because it basically I think it's the second to last chapter or last chapter where he's explains like who he is or like what his past, quote unquote, and then you see his head is in bro's hand, and then like he starts to like fade away, like he says thank you to bro, and then that's it.
Really? Hold on, let
Yeah,
me look at that again. You said the second to last? Because I
second to
remember
last or last chapter.
he was like laying on the ground and like he was still breathing.
No. And,
you talking
the
about the
last
chaos demon,
chapter.
right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Chaos
the
Demon.
chaos demon.
When Jin and old dude and the other dude did they attack on him, he was on the ground. He was
Like what?
breathing.
I'm talking about chapter 130.
Oh, chapter 130.
Yeah, that's when like the last. That's like the
Oh,
last that you see of him. Or well, no, it's either chat. No, it's 129 because he dies in 129.
okay.
They go
Hold on.
into
Let
it.
me go
129.
to it.
Yeah, let me check that out again because I don't think I saw that.
That shit. I probably. I know he.
Nah,
I know
is
he's
it
the
129? No,
sage.
not 129.
He part of the nine skies with the sword. I know him.
Yeah, let me.
Um.
I'm definitely trying to find that because I don't remember.
No, not 120. It's not 120. It is. Let me see. Which one is it?
Cause in 129, I know the Storm Master. She pop up, the old chick, and fighting the
I know bro died because I read this like a couple days ago because I remember seeing like it's he literally disintegrates in bro's hand.
Mhm. Are you sure it's in 129? Oh, we have to find this now at this point, Brooks.
bro.
I'm like,
Listen,
what?
I'm looking right
It's,
now.
nah, it's
Because
not.
I don't see it.
Cause you said,
Okay, it's got to be in the earlier chapters then, because
he
I
said
remember reading this whole.
it's 124.
Yeah, I think it's 124 because literally like they have their
Hold on.
fight and it goes into bro's backstory and he passes on because then you see a
No
panel of
wait.
bro screaming to the 124.
Oh, you
Yeah,
found it?
124, right?
Yeah, 124. He hits bro with the divine light maneuvers justice punch, and he's literally grabbing him by his uh, chin, and he's and it goes into his backstory.
Um, I think 124 is just the scholar versus the dude with the.
But where are y'all reading? Which one? What app do y'all use? Because I use Manga Man, and it
Wait,
shows me like
go to 123. Hold on.
because it might be different. But I know 124 here. Let me send it. I'll send it
Yeah,
to General.
should have just. I'm going to right now.
Hold on, let me see.
I'll send it to General now. But yeah, he gets packed up in that chapter. Oh fuck! Sorry, Margaret. Hey, all right.
Did you send it?
I was wondering if it went through.
Yeah, I don't see it.
All right. Well, they're being sent now. I don't know why they're taking so long, but yeah, he gets packed up in that chapter. They're being sent now. Yeah, right there.
Oh wait, hold
Alright, you
on.
asked me who I am, right? I am sad that I sometimes consider plain other times focus on mind. There's no good and evil in the world. But
Oh,
others that do
this
not act as
angle.
planned.
Wait, I think that's from And what chapter that is for you?
It's for him. It's
124 for me.
124, but I don't know
Yeah,
what that is for.
because
That
I
might be
read
like
manga.
125. That might be like 125 for us, or 126. I don't know.
I guess it's different, but yeah, he gets packed up. So if that's a spoiler, I guess not. I don't know, but yeah, he get packed up, and I think that's fitting. That bro who spent 7 years in isolation because of his defeat, that was able to be the one to finish him off. Definitely like that. Uh, Another thing, I just like how bro, because we all have those MCs that are like overpowered and can't be touched, but it's like bro is overpowered in a good sense, where it's not like he ain't weak, but like when it comes to stronger people, he ain't like he's not outmatched. You know what I'm saying? Like he's still gonna hold his own. Like I said with one of the Silent Night leaders, when he got his when he scarred him up, it's like okay, yeah, this man move on. He a threat, my guy, and like I'm definitely looking forward to and he's also like I like his character too. Like bro realizes the consequences of his actions of like, hey yo, he could have saved Bloodhound if he wasn't so reckless and just thinking like he could take on everything by himself. Like he's got other people. He's got to be a leader. You know what I'm saying? Like how the Iron Brigade told him, like, hey yo, you got to learn how to try to maneuver and make sure that your squad is protected. You know what I'm saying? And like, eat regardless of like, even if you have to draw blood first, and for the sake of, even if it may seem like murder, like you got to protect your people. And with everything that's happened with him so far, finding his the girl again, losing the bloodhound, uh, him revealing himself to the world, like so people know that about the Northern Heavenly Sect again. Like he has to be the leader that his father once was, and learn how to navigate throughout the harsh world of what's the world called in this show in the story? Do y'all know?
Well,
Wait, who are you talking
Or just
about?
Like the world, like is there a name for the world that he's in? Like I
Um,
I'm not sure, but just basically like the world. Since the world now knows who he is, he's got to learn how to navigate the way like how his father would be. Like he has to be that pillar for his people. He can't just needlessly throw caution to the wind and make rash decisions. You can't do that no more, especially if he's going to rebuild this Northern Heavily sect again from the ground up. And bro was serious about it too. Like, yo, got on his knees, fucking busted himself open. He apologized to everybody about
Bro,
everything that happened. And they
bro
all
bust
showed
his
their
skull
loyalty to
open.
him back, bro.
Bro put his motherfucking head in the pavement. He like, but yo, you know who I really like? I really dig out that whole group is the dude who kept his loyalty to him through the fucking torture, to the him climbing through
Oh
the
yeah,
ranks, and
his right man, yeah, his right hand man.
yeah,
Yeah, that man. Hey, that man went through some torture, boy, because they was not letting bro like, hey yo, you know something, so we don't have to torture you until you find out. Until we get, he ain't say not a word. Hey yo, he said, I'm my master's right hand sword, and I'm 10 toes down with bro.
bro,
Cause
facts.
and then he's got his own little crew too. Then they're loyal to uh move on as well because of his loyalty. And the thing is, the people in his little group, they were nobodies as well. They were ready to pack it up too. They're ready to just give up. But he showed them like, hey yo, y'all can be more than what y'all are now. You just gotta put in the work. You just gotta think about surviving. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna want to live. And look at him, bro. Got his own squad, and then they in turn they follow him, and it's just like it's crazy, bro. Because bro was really, I think he was actually like a spiteful individual because
A
I
dude,
guess his friend
I guess
fell in love with the girl that he loved, but
yeah.
he was just always stuck in like this level of mediocrity, no matter how hard he trained. And I just like that whole event with the Chaos Demon really showed like, okay, like I was following the wrong people, you know what I'm saying? I was just following a group of fans like didn't know what they was doing. And look at bro now, he's his right hand man. They gonna rebuild the Northern Heavily site again, once again, stronger, better than ever. And I'm definitely looking forward to what season is. It's season 2, right? That's
No, season 3.
season 3. Okay, what season 3 will bring to us, bro? Because this story, like this book, this manga is phenomenal, bro. Like it's
So
like I remember seeing it. I don't know. I remember just seeing it one day on manga, man. I was like, Legend of the Northern Blade. Because I always get interested. I read my mangas based off the titles, and I was like, that's a dope ass title, Legend of the Northern Blade. And then when I actually sat down and read it, because I remember reading it in my fall semester of college back in 2020, and when I actually read it, I was just like, yo, this is some fucking gas right here, bro.
so do we
And it was just like,
do we know when it's
it,
coming on season 3 coming out, or we just waiting?
we just waiting for real, for real. I don't think bro gave us like a,
O-
uh,
Okay, in the
uh,
meantime, I ain't gonna lie to you. In the meantime, we should really what's the other two series besides him Northern Blade? Wasn't it Omniscient Reader? Omni-
an omniscient reader and
Omniscient
something.
Reader. Omniscient Reader, and what's the other one, Ken? That we decided to read on? Uh
I couldn't tell you. I know we need an omniscient reader. I'm gonna definitely start on that because
I'm
after
on
this,
I'm on chapter I'm on chapter 18 for Omniscient Reader.
I'm gonna watch that. Or I'm gonna read it from
Northern Blade. I'm
chapter
keep.
one and catch up. If
No,
y'all not, I need y'all to catch up on Sammy. I need you to catch up on God of High School, my boy. I need you to do that.
I got you. I got you.
Like,
Um, Omniscient Reader, Northern Blade, and I forgot the last one. I forgot the last one that we decided that we were gonna touch up on. I don't know. But let me check the time.
I got 5 fast pass chapters to get it. So yeah, we
Yeah.
definitely do that.
So before I wrap it up, let me send out my thanks. My boy Meech came through, one of my co-hosts, bros. I don't know what Ken is doing at the moment.
I'm sorry, I was reading that part
What part? Oh, the part from Northern Blade?
with damn. Yeah, I don't. For some reason on the site that I was reading it on, they like completely took that out. So that was interesting to me. I didn't see that.
What was the other manga that we said we was gonna read? Cause it was 3 of them.
Omniscient.
Yeah,
I don't
Omniscient.
remember the one other than that.
Omniscient. It was Northern Blade. It was something else.
Heavenly Demon,
Was it
or
Heavenly
was it
Demon?
something else?
Oh yeah, I think it was Heavenly Demon. I think.
Oh yeah. Oh, matter of fact, it was Heavenly Demon. Is you caught up on Heavenly Demon, Ken? Or no?
I'm caught up though.
You caught up? I think I'm like 4 chapters behind. But before I catch up on Heavenly Demon, I'ma catch up on Omniscient Reader, so we can start talking about it more because I know that's nowhere near done of its like first season, like at all. But long story short, my boy Meech came through, my boy Ken came through. It was kind of a slow burn podcast episode. It will be a little bit faster tomorrow. With everybody coming back through. And shit, till then, peace.